So I'm sorry, y'all, for the multiple things I've described. The struggles that I go through, and in reality, I have to boil it down to say, um, I, I, people are doing my house, and that's why I can't stay connected. So back to the shit. I feel like I've been off about an hour. I got other shit to do, and I would love somebody to actually be doing this in a chronological way. But I don't see anybody doing it, talking it out in a chronological way. I don't know how this person could catch up. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna go back to X, and we're gonna try to catch up there. And if we can't, I don't know, right? I don't know. I hope everybody's having a good day. I've been rolling with y'all, but unfortunately, it's due to the work around my house. I got kicked offline, and let's just say I hate the Matrix. I don't like it one bit. So this is being retweeted from the X Files of Inner City Press. Apparently, they are the only media allowed within the courtroom that can live anything, and they're live tweeting. There are no cameras allowed in the courtroom, and yeah, that's life, right? So let me try to get back where I was, and if I can't, y'all, I apologize. I deal with a lot of. I'm actually doing a lot, and this actually calms me down a bit because the sky is falling, and I have to. I have a lot to do. I think we all do. But I was fine before this, and then all of a sudden this shit started. Alright, so this is Inner City first. Get it to come up. Here we go. Still drinking coffee on my second cup. This is my second cup just because. So we left off at juror number. Alright, so we were at juror 279. And it felt like the next one that was going to be called was 3 something. So let's go down through the page and see if we can get up to that. That would have been 2 hours ago now because I was offline about an hour trying to get my computer together. All right, so much for those work home job options. Okay, first witness 5 minutes. The first witness we tried to maintain anonymity. No, fuck that. Let's just go to where we're at. I don't want to reply and refuse replying. Inner City Press, Inner City. Okay. So, all rise. Yes. So, 220. And then it was 220 something. Remember, 220 something was a mystery, and I was saying how the jurors who don't have a number, them or the ones before and after them get chosen. 220 didn't have. 220 was their brother went somewhere. Then you see the next one is not going to be really mentioned. Then you start hearing 224, but there's somebody between 220 here. And this guy is the weird shit that gave no answer. So he was out for cause, but you see that the person right before him, he's in the pool. You got what I'm saying? And there is this pattern since day one. It's been this type of pattern around the jury selection. All right, so 224 was that, and then we went on to 279, 263, yep, and then 279. And somebody said something about the 300 something. Jurors 268 and 275 were out. We went to 279. 279 has a girlfriend whose son works at 300 Records. I was like, no, bitch, bye. Because this man, and this is where my electric went out. I got an hour set behind, a whole hour, because the electric went out. But what I was saying was, this guy's influence in music is such that anything that's about music. See, I used to think that Puffy only had to do with Bad Boy, but because of all the other interconnectedness of the entertainment sector and all of these people, like there is no such thing as, basically he has to do with a lot more than just Bad Boy. I can't unselect this, guys. I'm sorry. It's going to end up probably crashing again. Anyway, so if you're involved in hip hop music specifically, you have a connection to Diddy. You just do. That's my conclusion based on what I've been reading and hearing about this case and what I hear in music. Everybody got something to do with Puffy. Why? Because this is a ransom racket. Him catching them allegedly, him catching them in vulnerable circumstances so that he can control them. And I've never even heard of 300 Records. I did not see him on the list. I have a close girlfriend whose sons work at 300 Records. A close girlfriend. His son works at 300 Records, a rap and hip hop. I did not see him on the list. And then I guess that's their website. The way it's written, the mere fact that the guy loves red, I don't like that. And I know some pretty spiritually negative individuals. And I don't like that. Not for this jury. All right, so 300 is out. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not even 300, he's 279. But 300 Records, I think he's out. Another friend's son who's in country music. They in music too much music. Hip hop and country. I don't know whether it be other people on YouTube trying to kick you off or I don't know. It feel like the judge is like, pull her string. Or what's his name? The other guy, whoever intercede. Like, hey, she's on my shit too much. Ah. Okay. So country music too. Y'all gotta remember, this has a Nashville connection to me because it was somebody big that Usher's mom knew. Oh, come on. Who? Elton fucking John. Elton John. Fucking Usher's mom used to could call Elton John up on the phone. What kind of bullshit is that? They not regular people. You talking about groom. That's a lot of damn grooming when your mama can call Elton John up on the phone. She's excused for calls. Okay. Another friend had country music, Nashville, so she was a female, yep. And excused for cause. Remember that cause is bias. And I feel that. And they actually picked one, and let's see, who said that? But got in the plugs. She's excused for cause, but got in the plugs. I don't know what the fuck that means. I guess they gonna leave her as a backup, maybe? Oh, y'all, there's so much potential tomfoolery here. There's so much potential tomfoolery. Like, imagine if one of these weirdos gets in, like, you involved with music too much. I don't know what you do, but I know that your a close friend's son is in hip hop music, and another friend's, because the question. Okay. But I don't know nothing about you. But I guess if that's the sum total and that makes you up, Okay, country music. All right, and then clerk, to clarify, jurors who are not here were told not to come by agreement of the parties. Next juror, female, a teacher. Notice there is no number listed, okay? Pay attention because I'm doing this live and this is the pattern I'm seeing, okay? So the one before, so let's go back to jurors, okay? The security guard was 224. 263 was in the security business and got dismissed because of bias. 279 got dismissed because of bias. Okay, we're on C. Juror, no name. Juror, no number. And this was 2 hours ago. Juror, no number is a female teacher. And the female teacher is in a middle school. That's so much information because I've heard a lot of people say different kind of school stuff. They don't ever say what level. Like the one that had all the, oh, I'm a guidance counselor. And what, bitch? Do you guidance counselor for dogs, ghosts? What are you doing? Okay, so middle school. Manhattan. She saw the footage from the hotel and said he would be guilty, but I'm from the South. So she think he'd be guilty, but she's from the South, so she like, yeah, we don't play that. Okay, but Kim Porter was from the South. I'm just saying, right? And juror, I was told how you can catch a case and everyone turn against you. I can be fair. No application. She's in the pool. I guess she feel balanced because like she a little bit of this, a little bit of that, so she got in. But I just want to point out my running theory here. When I am not given a juror number, those people are getting in. No number, but she got in. A. That's deep. I'm never trying to be right. When I started my organized stalking channel, I wasn't trying to be right. I was just trying to show the pattern. Here we are 15 years later. Everybody feel like they're getting gang stalked. Probably because we in a simulation. So this is what I'm noticing in this shit. It's a simulation too. I wonder what the victims could do to simulate the outcome in their favor. Maybe pay attention to the fact that they don't call the numbers for the jurors they select, in and or around. Next juror, female. I work at a Bronx Arts and Science charter school. All right, once again, no number. Female. The Bronx Arts and Science. And a charter school. We don't even have those here no more. Takes training, saw the video on the internet. Did he do it? I have 2 daughters, you know. You have a bias? Yes. Excuse for cause. Out of here, do the bias. Okay. But she told the truth about it. You feel what I'm saying? Sorry, y'all. I had to try to get that blue out. Just give it a sec. Like 2 hours. Just give it 2 hours. It'll be fine. Gotta wash the gray right out of my hair. I don't know if it's gonna take me back to the same page, but we know we were at the second no-name juror just Oh, this, I'm telling y'all, do y'all see it? I know you see it. I know you see it. It's like, bam, I know you want some. Did you wet all up? Feel like I be some bubble yum. I know you see it. Alright. Nope, they couldn't take me back to the same page. Uno momento. Muchas gracias. Don't know, look at Spanish. Maybe she didn't get training in the law there. Damn, that's 3 hours ago. Maybe she was training in the law there. She didn't have to guess that shit though, right? Yesterday, here it goes, Tony. Doom scrolling. Doom scrolling is when you just move around the internet. Doom scrolling. Oh, okay, 300. 2 daughters, you have bias. Okay, so that was the second female in a row without a number. One got in, one said she had bias and got dismissed. We're now at juror 292. Female, listen, it is 2025. If you are not on social media, then you work for social fucking media. And guess who works for social media? Alphabet organizations. That's my ADHD perspective. So social media. I've never talked about these issues with strangers, but I think I could. I don't do social media. She's in the pool. Okay, do y'all see what the fuck I'm saying? You got juror no number. The first juror no number got in. The second juror no number expressed her bias. The juror no 292 after that with a number who's also a female. And we should start paying attention to the sexes too, but she's in the pool. She don't got no social media. Who don't? She must be like, unless she's of age that she can't operate social media, it's odd that she doesn't have social media. But you see how the juror that doesn't have their numbers listed next to them, they get in the pool, or the jurors near them. When they don't say the number, they're letting them in the. Those are the ones that's getting selected. Juror 295, she's in and no social media. Okay. Gotta keep my notes together. In. 295 is also a woman. I wonder why sometimes they say female, sometimes they say woman. Because my ADHD likes consistency. Answered on questionnaire about personal history. Can you answer here? Depends on how much detail. I'm going to ask what happened. Aside then, sidebar. So I guess they discuss what she couldn't answer out loud. They're back on other issues. Juror 295. My parents are doctors. I went to law school, so she went to law school. Did you practice? My husband's, I guess no, because how you can't answer by saying for my husband's. Oh, okay. She did practice for her husband's financial services firm. Her brother-in-law, who is in Russia, was mugged. He was beaten and hospitalized. Where at? In America or Russia? Because if your brother-in-law got beat and hospitalized in America and he's Russian, what was he involved in, sweetheart? I think my brother had a desk appearance ticket for marijuana. Your brother or your brother-in-law? Okay, and I had a grandfather investigated for organized crime in the Bronx. I'm telling you, Boogie Down Bronx is crazy. Investigated for organized crime in the Bronx. They must have let this bitch in. Do you have insight into racketeering? No. Follow up on Q26, please. You saw a video? I did, but I think I can be fair. As an attorney, I feel a deep ethical duty to do that. See? Listen. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Okay. Juror 295 is in. I told y'all. Listen, here's where I would not let 295 in. Here's where I would have had. Are they close to lunch? Because it's 2 hours ago. Yeah, it was close to lunch. They get weak around lunchtime. I'm telling y'all, they be tired. Like, oh, I need a turkey sandwich. Somebody get me out of here. Oh, I'm telling you, people can only handle so much work, man. Okay, so 295. I said what I just say about this person. I'm telling y'all, it is a pattern here. Damn, look at all this shit though. Like on 295, it's crazy. They went to law school, okay? They Russian brother-in-law got beat and hospitalized. You don't just if you I don't understand New York maybe, but I feel like maybe you was doing some shit you wasn't supposed to do. Wait a minute, there's more. The desk appearance for the marijuana ticket. The grandfather is investigated for organized crime in the Bronx. Where is this? I want to look up where this that school incident happened, but wasn't it the fucking Bronx? Aren't you old enough to be a grandfather by now? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you have insight into racketeering? No. Okay, she's in the pool. 295 is in. That's a humdinger. Telling y'all, it is a pattern with this a little bit. Alright, juror 300. It's going, I bet you they get in. Why? Because it was 300 records company about a couple, 5, 3, 4 jurors back. It's going to be difficult for me to be impartial. Excuse for cause. Damn. Okay. Probably because of whatever they put on the application too. Alright, so 300 got excused. Juror 303 is a female. 300 sex was not indicated. 303 is female. See how they get all jumbly? They don't. Oh, worked at Securitas. This person ain't even spelled Securitas. Right, I used to work for them too. A few different times. Worked at Securitas guarding the New York Historical Museum. Nope, you're out of here. Remember, I represent victim bias. If I was making a jury that could understand victims and what they go through, these are the people I would pick. And I would not have this person because they used to work at Securitas, but you was guarding the New York New York Historical Museum. These museums have allegedly been reported to have tunnels. I'm not fucking with you. And you the security guard, like you be saying shit, they be paying you off. About the company, do you feel positive or negative? Negative. Wow, the supervisor thought men and gods. Negative. The supervisor thought men were gods and women were peasants. Also, my brother was convicted of guns. 303 still. I have a negative view of law enforcement, but you a security officer. You are excused for cause. Yes, baby. Get on out of there. Go home, take care of the kids. Because this man, you do not want more problems. More money, more problems. You don't want more problems in your life, honey. Okay, Securitas. I'm dismissing for Securitas. Museums. But I'm totally with the fact that you didn't like that supervisor thinking that men were gods and women were peasants. And the brother was convicted of guns. To me, that makes you more balanced because you won't understand. Like if I was, never mind, I'm only doing victims. You was out at the fact that you worked security at a museum. That's what's got you out for me. 303. Okay, we're done with 303. We're on 307 female. Heard of the case from the judge. Good answer, he says. But is it true? I want you to visualize in your mind, if you will. Which type of person do you think exists in this world that ain't heard about this case? I bet you it's a lot of them where I live. I can tell you, I'm telling you, you gotta, cause I live somewhere that people don't do shit. They might as well be on horses down here. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I can understand it here in New York. I don't understand somebody never having heard of this case except for from the judge, unless they live in the same place that Wendy Williams is presently residing if they haven't let her out. 307 is a female, heard about the case from the judge. Listen, she's in the pool. They want people that ain't got a bias. I get it. But man, y'all, the victims, right? Okay, Ian. That was 307. Now we are moving on to 2 hours ago, though. 316. It's a male. I feel I should not be in the jury for him. The judge says, why? Juror 316 says, I don't really know. I don't have anything against him. He probably scared. Should be on or not? Judge 316, I don't know. Can't make up your damn mind. Excuse for cause. That's a male. Iffy is what I put and dismissed. This is day 3. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, and then that was 316, 317 is a male. And the judge laughed. Oh, judge, how you do? The person comes in, the judge start laughing and says, how do you know the judge? And 317 says, we did antitrust class actions together. I also know former U.S. Attorney Berman. Judge, did you know anyone on the list? Juror 317 may have worked for Diageo. Ain't that like the second Diageo person up in this mug? So this person is 317, is a male that knows the judge, did antitrust. I don't even know what that is, but I know it's got something to do with Google. I think, right? They had an antitrust lawsuit, but I don't understand them. Did antitrust. May have worked for Diageo. Y'all, I've never ever heard of Diageo jobs. I'm getting a little tired because they messed with my energy when they turned my stuff off because I was hyped up. Alright, so Diageo, I'm just going to go in LinkedIn and look up Diageo because I've never heard of Diageo jobs. Like, what are they like? I might have deleted LinkedIn. Okay. Is it LinkedIn? Diageo. I don't think LinkedIn is what I want. I'm looking for the other job one. What is the other job? Where is that? It's like LinkedIn. Indeed. Okay. I'm just going to look up Diageo. I've never heard of a Diageo job. Until this case, I never heard of Diageo. D-I-A-G-E-O. Does that mean something or spell something? Okay, they got marketing jobs in Iowa. They have a sales executive job. I've never heard of this place. In Virginia, they have a key account manager job. In Florida, a operations team lead in Alabama. I never heard of this company employing people. Anyway, Diageo, they don't even know if they worked at Diageo. You know what I'm saying? Alright, may have worked at Diageo. We're on 317 now. Anyway. 317. I've had jury trials and I believe in paying it back. A long-time client in a singular industry will require counseling in regular hours in the next few weeks. It will be difficult for me then. He know how to talk that legalese because I don't know who he was just talking about right there. It would be difficult for them is when I figured out he was talking about himself. You work around the clock? Up last night. And I don't think the HBO juror had to go. You know, I like to be argumentative with them because these people are all in this group. They're in this, they all like to be in this thing. They want to be worshiping this whatever. And I ain't with their bullshit. It's like this was a free world before y'all came along with this bullshit trying to control everybody, make everybody do the same damn thing. Where's HBO? HBO was juror 29. Okay, they travel for work. Mary J. Blige, Kid Cudi. I don't know why I have that there. I would have to go back. Sister was violated from a family member, a cousin. Seen video, don't know. I'm not even going to answer this person's question because I don't think it's probably a plant question. Freaking Garregos or something. Put it there. Quit messing up my flow on me. Alright, so that was 317 of last night. So probable spam. Alright, so that was at 2 hours and juror number 317. Let me see if there's more after this. Because I have to understand how, okay, 317. I'm supposed to testify before the Judiciary Committee, but I think they would understand about the Judiciary Committee. You're testifying in the question. They would understand if you were the juror in the P. Diddy trial, I guess. But you work for Diageo. I'm saying on behalf of victims, dismiss this cat. This 317. Get him out of here. But Agnifilo says, I have a question. Pass it forward. And then judge says, is your client going to be ill-served or relationship impaired? And juror 317 says, it may be transaction. It may be transaction. He talking legalese like I don't know what. I don't even know what he's talking about. He just saying no nouns. He leaving out all the other words in the sentence. 317 leaves. They didn't tell me if you, what, any application. Okay. So the attorney for the U.S. says he seems unbiased, but they might have outside influence on other jurors. Outside influence on other jurors. Why? Oh, because they're a lawyer and they used to work for Diageo. Feels like they might influence other jurors. Agnifilo says, I have no issue with the relationship with the court, but he is concerned, and he knows the judge is concerned with his client. Like, apparently he's helping somebody, so he's excluded. He's out. That's by the order of the judge. That was 317. 317 is out. Anything else happening here? Okay, so I think I have to go to this post kind of diverted. That was 317. And I'm not sure if that was their lunch at that point, because it's all jumpy. Like, it's hard to tell. It's because it's X. It's like, it starts new threads when people respond. You get lost in that thread, and you got to go find the original, and it's really wonky to me. Just go in fucking order, dude. Don't let the person who's posting, I don't know. I guess they did that. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just gonna refresh and go back and read. So that once again, this is just my ADHD reaction to the jury selection by reading. It's 2 o'clock. Let's see, because she's way better at reading this shit, and then I can sit here and go, "Oh hell no, they didn't let that juror in." So let's see if anybody else is reading them by now, for a lot of reasons. So it's making me sleepy, I think. I don't even know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, I've had 2 cups of coffee and I'm running out of steam. Oh, this lawyer shit is crazy. You gotta decide people's lives and it's mostly wrong. Think about this. Man, this is crazy. Oh, it's just so crazy, y'all. I can't explain it. I'm gonna check out this Dawn Lewis if I can't find that surprise witness on it. Alright, so I'm turning my music back on. That's gonna happen. And then we'll move from there. Let's go to that surprise witness first. She's probably just recapping. Alright, I'm gonna try to listen to that surprise witness a little bit, and then because we left off at 317, so we went from 146 today to 317. Yesterday I did not finish.
Make this 13-hour brisket your right now brisket.
I didn't do anything. Maybe it don't want to let me in. Did y'all hear about these steak nuggets that's coming from Arby's? People was like, don't eat them. Because, you know, they starting to say they can.
Hey, what was the name of that learning app again?
IXL. It gives each kid the exact support they need.
Are we talking about IXL? My kids love it, and research shows it even boosts test scores.
IXL, the learning program 16 million students trust. Try it today at IXL.com.
Fields. I'm just wanting to update my Excel spreadsheet
Damn, that's up at the top, yo.
to allow
That's
for
at
this
the top.
man to be
That's
injured.
where I
So I
started.
can show y'all at the end. What is this? 146. 146. Male. He's in. No yes answers. Okay. So moving right along.
You want to kick me out? See how it just feels
Juror
weird
number
when I get on people's
220
channel.
comes in
See,
and
for a
says, "My
second,
mom
it'd be
is
like
a
one
guidance
person showed
counselor
up and then they went off.
the Bronx.
And it's my stuff
My dad
crashing.
was
That's
a
when I be
substance
feeling
abuse
weird.
counselor,
Also
and now
kick
he
me
works
off.
for a company that
I'm
sells
just
cannabis."
Restreaming.
That was quite the turn.
Already did all these.
He was a substance abuse
This is the
counselor,
cannabis
and
dude.
now he works for a company that sells cannabis.
Right, it don't make no sense.
What's the name of the company? The judge asked.
It's Can A Buzz.
The juror said, "Cannabis," and my stepfather was a New York State parole officer. The assistant U.S. attorney says, "Could you ask about question 31?
I'm not going to say
this
nothing.
is
I want
very
to say,
interesting. Juror 220 said, "We are
See?
alumni of the same high
See?
school," meaning Diddy went to the same high school as this juror.
See,
I'm
that's what I'm
assuming
saying.
this juror is younger than Diddy because his parents are, working at weed companies or whatever, but maybe not. They go to the same high school. They went to the same high school. It's the Mount St. Michael's. And y'all, I'm telling you, you have to go read the Whitney Webb.
See? Real talk.
One label under blackmail is the name of the first part. Maybe the name of the whole series, but she touches on this high school. And I want to make a whole video on it. But the only reason I know it is because of her research. So I got to give the credit where it's due. It's her research.
Whitney
And
Webb
I
is
don't
bad
want to
at
be,
this, y'all. Meaning
misquoting
good.
it here. So I'm
Not
telling you
bad
to go
meaning
read
bad,
her
but bad
research.
meaning
It's free.
good.
You can read it. one nation under blackmail, but she talks about Mount St. Michael's, and she pieces together from the public record that when Diddy was actually at that high school, there were cases of students that were Diddy's age, even some seemingly in the same exact class as Diddy, based on kind of trying to figure out the age. Because, you know, whenever you turn 7 or whatever when you're a kid, you turn that age before November, October, then you're in the class below. So you can't always exactly tell exactly from someone's age, like when they graduated. But, you know, you can see that the people that have like cases of documented abuse at this high school went to the school at the same time as Diddy was there. Now, that is not to say he was abused. That is not to say that he abused anyone. That is not what I'm saying. That's not what Whitney Webb was saying either. But it is very interesting that this school, I mean, it was egregious stuff. I don't want to get into the details because, number one, I don't exactly specifically remember, and I don't want to misspeak on something so important and serious. But there was like abuse at this school, and it was rampant. That's definitely what I can remember. Okay? Yeah. And this juror, 220, went to the high school as well.
This is before the incident.
Mark Agnifilo asked the judge,
at the basketball game.
Can you come up and do some little whisper by you, judge, real quick? And the judge is like, yeah.
Well,
and then the judge speaks out to the juror 220 and says,
they got dismissed.
Do you remember retweeting a meme about Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs? And juror 220 goes, most likely. And the judge goes, a picture. Do you remember? No. The judge said, why didn't you mention it? He said, I was doom scrolling. Poor judge.
What's that mean?
Poor Judge Subramanian said, what's that? He said, like, moving around the internet. He left, but nobody made any application. So he shared a meme or retweeted a meme about Diddy.
Nobody made any application. That means he could
and they
get
weren't
in?
like,
no,
he has to go. So I don't know why they didn't. But he remains in the pool, juror 220. The next juror comes up, male. He says, I work at Acme Supermarket. I think this means judge. You didn't answer if you could discuss matters of sexual nature with fellow jurors. The guy just sat up there silently.
See? Surprised to everybody.
Gave no answer. There's a lot of this, like, zombie-esque type behavior being described. Like, people just sitting up there and saying, like, or like, I don't know, like.
Right.
I mean, a lot is lost in the tone and all of that because they're just reading words, tweets, abbreviated, paraphrased, but it's just very strange. She sat there silent. So he gets thrown out. Goodbye. Okay, juror number 224 is answering the question. There's a question on the questionnaire. Have you ever worked as a security guard? Do you know anybody that's worked as a security guard or something like that? Juror 224 says, a relative worked in security in buildings. The judge said, banks, parking garages. The juror said no.
I need to clean up at the same time.
The assistant U.S. attorney for the government, the Fed.
I only have her turned down because we already went through this. She's starting off where, I'm on 317. That's all I'm going to say. It's like 12 of them mugs between there.
That was about it. The judge looked over the Diddy's lawyers. They had no questions. No motion.
Yes, I feel like this is homework. What are you talking about? I'm at home and working. Well, I have shit to do.
The next juror, she's a female. She has to pick up her daughter from school every day. Nobody else is going to be available to do it.
I ain't see that part. She had to pick her daughter up.
Moving right along. Juror 253. I don't know if this is
damn, she went through that
My
fast.
family is in the security alarm business. We deal with law enforcement. Messy situation. Okay, the judge said, and you identify with the law enforcement? The security alarm business person said yes. So basically, Diddy's guilty.
Shut up. I'm sorry, y'all.
So it's a lot of them getting knocked out. Boom, boom, boom.
Right. Wait till she gets to the one about the record company.
268 and
here we go.
275 are not here, so we're moving on. We're going to go to 279.
Right.
So we're not doing good here. There's a lot of misses, okay, right? 224 in the pool. And then the next one, not in the pool. 263, not, gets kicked out. 268, not there. 275, not there. 279 also can't be on the jury pool because look, 279, a woman had a close girlfriend whose son worked at 300 Records, a rap and hip hop label. I did not see him on the list. Another friend has a son who's in country music down in Nashville. Oh, gotta get rid of him. You look at
That's what I said.
Music Group Publishing right there on the wall. Lou Taylor, TriStar Sports and Entertainment, is right there in Nashville.
Yeah, I feel you.
Aiden Canefield.
I feel you for my own reasons.
They should have called him Aiden Canefield. That would have been a good one. Okay, so this juror 279. Interesting. I wonder what they do for a living. She's a woman. She said I have a close girlfriend whose son works at 300 Records. That's a rap.
Right, because you never hear what she does.
I have another close girlfriend who has a son in the music business, but he's in the country music business down in Nashville. This is Aiden Canfield. So,
I ain't know what it meant either.
she is excused for cause, but got in the plug. I don't know what that means. Clerk, to clarify, the jurors who are not here. Okay, so we get an update on those jurors 268 and 275. Get an update on them. The clerk's like, okay, just to clarify, those jurors who are not here, they were instructed not to come by agreement of the parties. So Diddy's side and the government side agreed, we don't want them to come back, we don't want them to come. So they agreed, that's why they're not there. It's not like they just like didn't show up or something. Because some people were starting to say like, oh, are they missing or something like that. No,
I don't know if this is it or not. Like,
next juror comes along, female teacher. Again, so like that one that we just saw with the two girlfriends who have sons that are in the music industry, she was excluded. The next juror comes out, also female, a teacher, middle school, Manhattan School for Children. Oh, that sounds really easy.
I'm not sure why we're
I
stuck
saw
with
the footage
317. I
on
don't see
hotel,
nothing after 317.
and I said he would be guilty. But I'm from the South. I was told how you can catch a case, and everyone turns against you. So I can be fair. No application, she's in the jury pool. No, this doesn't mean she's going to be on the jury. It means that she's one of the remaining 45 that they're going to then dwindle down. So she says, I did see the footage from the...
But tonight, I'm tearing down the ties that keep me in this place. Your words have changed, your touch is crazy, it felt so sweet. But baby, I need freedom now. I've got to find my feelings. Free me from the love that tied me down. I break these bonds, no
You know, this guy right here is a hot mess. I do not like that guy at all. It's like he's from a movie or something, or just weird. Like, the guy is just weird, and they're all coming out to be so goddamn. Oh, I can't stand if you're pro, anti-democracy. Like, if you're pro for anything that's going on right now, Jesus Christ, you're a stupid ass. I'm not with her. Now, I'm not sure if this is true. I'm not even clicking on it to see.
You just can't show me anymore. I take the words and set it free. Love is history. Oh, baby, so let it be. The spell is broken. This has undone. I'm walking away. My life is
Let's see what this one is. Because I can't find after 317. I don't know if he stopped tweeting or what happened. I'm sorry, y'all. Hang on. I cannot find after 317. It just went. It ghosted me. Maybe I needed to refresh the page, but I'm scared because my computer is so slow. Maybe I needed to do that though. Okay. Told y'all, tweaking. Docket delay. Diddy docket delay to Friday. Docket delay. So somebody got to 330. Okay, 330. Well, I'm sure there was somebody between 220. It's so out of order. You can't really tell what's happening if it's out. I can't. That's not healthy for me. Okay, see, it's go. First, it's all like on the thing, and the C press on X. It's crazy. It's out of order, man. So we got 317 leads. I don't know what happened with 317, but if 317 left any application, he seemed unbiased, but they might have outside. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot that I turned to her really. Says the commercial.
Cole, you have finally found a black woman lawyer to take your money. Y'all, why am I using her race? Because Diddy wanted a black lawyer. Y'all didn't know. Diddy was on a hunt and literally put out a bounty 4 black lawyers. He wanted 4 black women in the court because he knows that
He'll be trying to control the shit out of them.
We the most confident. I'm just saying. Latino woman, Asian woman, y'all gonna have to wait, right? Let me finish. But second of all, right? He wanted those black lawyers because he wanted to throw himself a pity party, and he was offering north of $2-3 million per lawyer as retainers for them to come on. Now, in my mind, I'm like, you need to up that because the public fallout from representing this man, I don't know. And I kept waiting for black lawyers to come forward.
My ears don't like that
one
shit.
actually came forward.
I'm in charge of DJ. I'm DJing
check to check. We all
for
take our money, right?
the hearings.
Then I said,
I'm the DJ.
huh? She did this nonsensical interview with TMZ. It wasn't even an interview. But again, this is coming from TMZ. My opinion, TMZ is firmly in Diddy's camp. If you guys don't know, it was exposed that Mark Garagos and Harvey Levin, the owner, operator, and face and controller of TMZ, they have a podcast together. Mark Garagos is Diddy's lawyer, but hasn't made an appearance.
See?
Anyway, anything you hear from TMZ, you know that he is doing his good friend, Mark Garagos, a favor. So here's
like he playing peekaboo with me.
They said that Diddy's new lawyer, this is a woman that is representing the man that beat Cassie and numerous other people senseless.
Right.
She is saying, said she had survived SA. Now, when I first read that headline, I said,
I don't like the way she said it.
Oh, okay. Like, what do you want me to do with that? But you know what? I'm going to let y'all be the judge. Listen to this mess. This is your
This
angle.
is Diddy's new lawyer. That's the woman, y'all. The black woman.
Borland, the newest, and she's very, very accomplished, right? The newest lawyer on Diddy's team is a survivor of SA because she was allegedly raped back in 2001. I said, what do you want me to do with? I mean, I know what you want me to do with this information, but how do you expect me to do it with?
It don't make the hill of beans of sense to me.
Nicole, are you a monster? Because, are you trying to say you were raped, but you're defending Diddy, who's accused of sex trafficking?